Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm coming at you with another action figure review. I kind of waited a little while for this, but yeah, I wanted to do a review on my Christophsis diorama first before anything else. So, yeah. I do have a couple of these clone troopers. I would keep this one in the box, but I mean, the box is kind of screwed up. It's not in the best condition, so we're going to be taking him out of the box, and he will be joining my ranks. But just to show you what the box looks like, and it is actually different from the Commander Fox packaging. The box for Commander Fox, and I'll get to that in a minute, but it was like that with other Clone Wars figures too. But as you can see, first day of issue, and like it's real shiny. The blue on there is really shiny. And the blue up here on the Star Wars logo, it's also shiny. But on this one, it's not. See the Commander Fox packaging. It's just blue. It's not shiny like that. But this is Wave 1. On the back, you could see the other figures that they have. Same as the other packaging, basically. And you got a picture of the figure on the back. And got some nice artwork right there. But yeah, who remembers Midnight Madness and going to Toys R Us to pick this guy up? They had a bunch of this guy. They had these other figures on the shelf too, but they had a bunch of him. This guy in particular. So, for these, they either had the Phase 1 where he's all shiny, or the Phase 1 dirty version. This one's the dirty version. I have 3 dirties, and now I have 3 shiny ones. But yeah, without further ado, that is the packaging. Let's get him open. Okay, the packaging isn't in the best condition, but I still don't want to screw it up because I think I might want to keep the packaging. So I'm just going to get my hobby knife and cut the tape and get him out of the packaging that way. And you can literally just pull him out this way. It's just an ordinary, regular Phase 1 clone trooper, basically. But this one in particular, this is actually my favorite clone. This is my favorite trooper, well, figure ever in the Star Wars The Clone Wars line. So on the box art, it does tell you on there that he comes with a firing rocket launcher, which he does. It's the rocket launcher he comes with. It's all weathered up. Now, this guy is the clean version. It's shiny. It's not the dirty one. Looks like his blaster is a little bit weathered though. This guy, okay, the seller that I bought him from, I don't know where he got this. I mean, maybe he got it at a flea market or something. Maybe he got it at a flea market or something like that, or He opened it and then put it back in the packaging because he wanted to keep the value of it, but I got this one for 25 bucks. I mean, basically the price of a Black Series figure, but these are better than Black Series. Black Series sucks. But anyways, here he is out of the packaging. That's the way he comes in the packaging, and here he is. And he will be joining my ranks. So he comes with a DC-15 carbine. It looks like it has a little bit of weathering to it. And with these 2008 Clone Trooper figures, well, all of the figures, not just the Clone Troopers, they would have rubber bands, these tiny rubber bands wrapped around their hands and like on the blaster. So yeah, I'm thinking about keeping that on there actually for nostalgia reasons. I don't know. Let's see. Because you can find these guys at flea markets. You can, and if you're lucky, you could find them on eBay, on Mercari for a good deal. This is where I got this guy. I got this guy from Mercari. He's basically, well, the same as these guys. They just got repaints after a while. So here he is next to the 212th Clone Trooper, as you can see there. Yeah, I wanted to do the review on my Christophsis diorama. I mean, not only because it looks cool, but I mean, you're not going to be able to see it because my wall is painted white. So you won't be able to see it that well. Here he is next to the 501st. So you can see how those two look together. Here he is next to Captain Rex. Here he is next to Commander Cody. Here he is next to Ahsoka Tano. So I do really like the height difference there. So you can see how those two pair together. And here he is next to the dirty version. So the dirty version, he's a little bit weathered up. Some of them, they actually look more dirty than the other ones do. Very like minor weathering. But this guy is the clean version. So I'm going to put him back here. I'm going to take one of these guys so I can show you the actual figure. So the articulation on these guys is basically the same. Head is on a ball joint and you get a 360 rotation. Head looks up and down. 360 at the shoulders, bend at the elbows, a little bit of a swivel. All the wrist articulation is basically the same, up and down on the right wrist. And you got side to side on the left wrist there. 360 right here at the torso section. Legs move forward and backwards. bend at the knees, 360 at the knees, 360 at the ankles. And you can move the ankles up and down also. So for what it is, I mean, it has very decent articulation, but I am going to show you something. This one's slightly yellowed. So with a lot of these 2008 clones, they have this problem. Well, all of them do. I'm just going to show you the best to the worst, but this guy doesn't have any yellowing, which I am grateful for. But this guy has the worst yellowing out of the three. But like if you leave them in the sun or something like that, or if they get exposed to UVs, their torsos will yellow. This one's slightly yellow. It's not that noticeable though. This guy doesn't have any yellowing whatsoever. But yeah, there's this one YouTuber you should check out. His name is JCC2224. He talks about this. Basically, you can treat them in hydrogen peroxide. There's hydrogen peroxide treatment, but you'd be better off painting over them, because if you treat them in hydrogen peroxide, all that's going to happen is that they're going to yellow again, and they're going to come out 10 times worse. So the only accessories that this guy comes with is the DC-15 carbine and this rocket launcher here. I really wish that they were like the Black Series, and they, the Black Series clone, just like the Black Series clone troopers, they come with the DC-15 rifle and the DC-15 carbine, but unfortunately they didn't. They don't come with that. Well, I'm saying didn't because this line sadly doesn't exist anymore and will never exist again, unfortunately. But he comes with this rocket launcher, and you load the rocket in. When you push this button, it fires it. So there's a little spring in there, and there's a mechanism. I have like a bunch of these things right now. It's crazy. But I don't know. I'm thinking about, what do you guys think I should do? You think I should leave the rubber band on there? That rubber band is actually pretty good. It's not broken or anything like that. Like, it's still functioning like a normal rubber band. I'm surprised age didn't get to it, because when I was opening my other figures, some of them, Ahsoka Tano included, Commander Fox, when I was opening them up in my mail-away Captain Rex, the rubber bands were literally falling apart. It's crazy. But yeah, this is my favorite figure in the line, because I do remember as a kid I did have a few of these, but not as many as I do right now. But I did have a few of these guys, and yeah, these guys just bring back childhood memories. And I am grateful to have found them for a very good price, because it's crazy how much people try to charge you for these things, and I'm not paying an arm and a leg for these little figures. I mean, it's crazy that these little plastic people cost that much. And for those of you who do want to collect these, I wish the best of luck to you. and I hope that you're able to find them for a very good deal. Because, I mean, these aren't easy to find anymore, and it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me how expensive they are. You know, you're only going to be able to buy them online. You can't buy them in stores anymore because for obvious reasons the line got discontinued. But the packaging is amazing. I mean, yes, I mean, the Hasbro did bring back this packaging for the Black Series, but they only made Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Echo, and that Clone Trooper 501st Clone Trooper pilot in that packaging. They didn't give us any of these, and I really wish that they would have made these in 6-inch scale, the animated style Clone Troopers. Like Hasbro, if you're watching, make these again like in 3 3/4 inch scale. Bring this line back. And you know what though? Whenever I would go to toy hunt when I was a kid, I would actually get a couple of these. Like whenever I would go in there, I would be excited and I would get one of these. I'd be like, yeah, he's going in my ranks. And Captain Rex is going to lead them into battle. But you know something though? The reason why Toys R Us went out of business, I mean, this is really a video for another day, but the majority of people spending most of Toys R Us's money comes from Star Wars fans. That's where most of their money was coming from. And when George Lucas unfortunately sold Star Wars to Disney, which was a big mistake, because then we got the sequels. The sequels are a disgrace. Honestly, I think that if you like the sequels, then you're not a real Star Wars fan. I'm sorry, but the sequels are trash, and I hate the sequels. But anyways, besides all that, I mean, the Clone Wars line was discontinued after that, and Kathleen Kennedy probably had something to do with it. But the Clone Wars line was discontinued, and yeah, it sucked. I mean, people weren't buying Star Wars toys anymore. And that sequel crap was just sitting on the shelves. And basically, what else happened? Yeah, the economy was bad or something. Hasbro couldn't afford to make highly articulated figures anymore, so they switched to 5 POA. For those of you who don't know what 5 POA means, it's basically 5 points of articulation. So basically 360 at the head, and the arms only move forwards and backwards, and the legs only move forwards and backwards. No knees, no elbows, no wrists, no ankles, none of that. No up and down at the head, you don't get any of that with 5 POA figures. But the Black Series line did continue because, like, when the Black Series line started, it did get released, like, at the same time, you know, when the Clone Wars, but they did make Black Series sequel figures. But, I mean, yeah, that's basically the review on the Phase 1 Clone Trooper. But yeah, this was my favorite figure in the line. Let me know what you guys think of this figure. And yeah, I mean, aside from the other stuff, we will talk about this other stuff in another video, but I mean, yeah, I'm very passionate about collecting these, as you can see. And yeah, I really wish that Hasbro would bring this line back, but I don't see it happening. I really don't. It's crazy to me how scarce these are. But I mean, that's basically the review of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars Hasbro 2008 Clone Wars style clone trooper, so animated style. So I'll catch you guys in the next figure review, and have a blessed day.